plants you can't kill.
I string trimmed, I weed whacked one plant, it came back. Another plant, I did something I ripped it out to transplant it with my hands. This was one that I talked about where, it's a choice perennial and you read the directions and here's where it wants to be and the care that it wants. Well, how about you do the exact opposite and it still lives? And for me, that was Crimson Fan's Mukdenia. And I was at a trade show many, many years ago, and this was the new hot plant. And here's an insider secret for folks. If you go to these trade shows and these wholesale plant trade shows, and at the end of the show, many a times, the plants get left behind. It's not worth it for the company to ship it back, so they do donations or they're giving away plants left and right to good homes. And I picked up this Crimson Fan's Mukdenia because it was absolutely beautiful. It is Mukdenia rossii Karasuba. Karasuba is its cultivar name, but it's known and sold under the trade name Crimson Fan's. And it's zones 4 to 8. So I thought, bingo, beautiful. A partial shade plant, likes moist, well-drained soil that's somewhat fertile. Looked like a hosta-ish plant. It has a large fan-shaped leaf that's around 6 to 8 inches across. When it bulks up, glossy, a little bit of a frill on the outside. Kind of looks like, these European fans. That's what the leaves look like. So good idea. Crimson Fan, beautiful because it emerges in the spring with a little bit of red bronze. And then in the fall gets that tinge again to it. So I came home and I planted it in dense shade underneath a Japanese maple that had been established for so many years. I mean, I was like hacking into the root system of the Japanese maple, put it there, forgot to water it, forgot it even existed, honestly. So it's not in moist soil. It's not well drained. It's in root competition. It's in dense shade, not partial shade. And year after year, it comes back and it's absolutely beautiful. I also did not get it established, and I have read online right, left, and center that this plant really needs babying in its first year. Nope, not for me. So I don't know if that's universal, but it went pretty well for me the first year. And it was so many years ago, I don't know if we got consistent rainfall that summer. No idea, but so far, so good. It is not in fertile soil either, obviously. So lean soil, dry soil, root competition, and it's doing beautifully. It's forming this lovely kind of I guess it's about 1.5 to 2 feet wide by about 8 to 12 inches tall. It's a low, flat growing hosta ish looking plant. Gets a lovely stem in spring before the leaves emerge. So it's one of those weird emergent flowers that gets this weird stem that comes up without any leaves, a fistful of star-shaped white flowers to it. Pollinators go bananas, so it must smell good, and it must also have like a decent amount of nectar to it. So they flock to this weird looking white fist thing that comes up. I could care less about it. The leaves then emerge around it, so it looks a little less odd, so you get some of the flowers and the leaves at the same time. So I became a fan of it because it naturalized as a very nice ground cover underneath this, small tree. It's a Japanese maple, but perfect. And I didn't kill it. I couldn't kill it. I tried real hard, but it didn't die. So, I always like also a hosta alternative. I can't speak to its deer resistant. I read some places say that it does have deer resistance to it because it's got kind of that almost Berginia, squeaky, shiny, rubbery type of leaf to it. And then, you drop into a Reddit forum and people say that it's been eaten left, right, and center by deer. So all I can tell is anecdotally say in my garden where I have deer, it has not been feasted upon, whereas 2 doors down, hostas are getting decimated by the deer. So I would dare to say that it's got at least a little bit of deer resistance to it. So yeah, that's Crimson Fans Mukdenia. It went from a trade show to equally horrific conditions and still going strong.